Hi guys, I'm Steph and we're here at the marmoset complex and giving out some bits to all the marmosets over here. So one of the most important things for these guys in their diet is that they get D3 twice a week. It's really important to keep the marmosets healthy. So we're giving D3 with waxworms today, so make sure everybody in the house gets them. Everybody generally loves the waxworms. It's one of the most popular things we can give all of the little guys. So they should be pretty keen to come over and take them. This is Fred. And sprayer. Yeah. Tasty bugs, guys. Yeah, so this is one of their supplements. These guys get fed 3 times a day with bigger meals. So they get porridge and pellets in the morning. They get their vegetables at lunchtime, and then they get some fruit and some protein in the put to bed. So the waxworms we'll put in after cleaning for forage, and it's really, really great to encourage natural foraging from these guys. We've got baskets that we fill with things like shavings and leaves, so they have to really root through and find all the bugs. Great for showing natural behaviour. And they're also really handy with any sort of supplement because these guys are so keen on them. It's a really great way to make sure that they're taking the things that they need in their diet. We've got quite a few older people with things like glucosamine. We've got the D3 that we have to get into everybody twice a week. Mo, you want one too? There she is. So yeah, these are a very popular option for these guys. These guys, some of these have eaten bugs before. We have some people that have tried to look after them in the pet trade and tried to buy insects in, and they may have had that. We have a lot of people that the first time they came to Monkey World was the first time they were given bugs. And I mean, insects is a really important part of these guys' natural diet in the wild. So a lot of these, it's actually a really great thing for helping them to learn how to be marmosets and tamarins. It's the first thing that kind of encourages them to forage. And what we find with these guys a lot when they've come in and they've never had insects before, they automatically kind of know that that is tasty food. So it's actually a really great thing for getting them to eat healthy diet, is that having the wiggling bugs to get the guys' interest and get them to want to chase and catch is a really great step in getting them to be kind of normal marmosets and going for normal diet food instead of the ridiculous things like marshmallows and things that they've been offered whilst they've been in the pet trade. I mean, fruit, these guys will eat and they have it in sort of small portions. It's not too bad, but it shouldn't be the main bulk of their diet because it's very high in sugar, it's very bad for their teeth. It leads to a lot of weight gain. We've had quite chunky people come in from the pet trade that have been fed that kind of diet. And your dried fruits as well, enormously high in sugar. We'll give those once in a blue moon if we're struggling to get a medication or something into an animal. But generally we'll stay away from that because there are much more sort of healthy sources of nutrition for these guys. Moon. Mouse, can you take it? Millie's a little bit camera shy still. So Millie is probably the saddest of our marmoset stories. Most of these guys, it's cruelty through ignorance. People want to look after them, they want to look after the cute little monkey, but they've just got no idea how to do it. Whereas Miss Millie, you can have that one. Good girl. Millie is one of the exceptions where there was deliberate cruelty. She was basically abused. We found footage of her being abused on camera. She was in a toilet bowl full of water and the owner was flushing and laughing. It's one of the most hideous cases we've ever seen. It was awful. Your heart just sort of breaks for her. So as you can see from the alarm calling, she's still a little bit of a nervous girl. She's so much better than she was when she came in. She was terrified of everybody. You know, she just thought humans were just horrible, cruel things, and it's taken her a long time to learn that not everybody's evil. But she's got her partner Moon, who she absolutely loves. The two of them cuddle up to bed every night. You can see when she's alarm calling, he comes and sits next to her, and that's like a bit of a reassurance, that's that I'm with you. So although she still has a lot of nervous behaviours and new faces and new things, will always make her a lot more wary than the other guys. She's so much better than the traumatised little monkey she was when she came in, and it's fabulous to see. And yeah, she is one that loves her bug feeds, so the insect feeds with her go down really, really well. It's one of her favourite things. But yeah, she seems to just had to have a lot of TLC while she's been with us, and even with new keepers coming to the house, you have to build your relationship with Millie before she'll trust you and come and take food. But she's a much more confident marmoset, and it's nice to see even when she's alarm calling and she's sort of telling us off a bit, she's coming to the front to do it. The time was when she was scared, she would go right to the back corner, cower, hide, and tell you off from a sort of cowering position. Whereas now she'll come marching over, what are you doing in my house? And that is just wonderful, wonderful to see. You've got Amy and Milo. As you can see, no time is wasted in eating those worms. Milo is another one who's super keen on the waxworms. Just a really reliable treat for these guys. And then also our loris and our squirrel monkeys and our capuchins, all of those guys are really big fans of the waxworms and the locusts particularly. And also waxworms are great for moving them, so when you need them to move into one room so you can prep or clean another room, it's much better to go for things like waxworms and locusts as rewards than things like your dried fruits, your cereals. You want to go for the sort of more healthy, more interesting and more natural feeds. So if anyone wants to help us out with the bug feeds that we give these guys, because we do go through a lot of them, you can head on over to our Amazon wish list. Particularly waxworms and locusts are the things that we go through quite quickly and that we always are in need of. Makes our little guys very happy indeed.